How we look?
You don't see nothing. Oh, we live?
Yeah. Here we go. Pop into it. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Reese Cup. Hey, Monica. Hey, Dana G. MJ&J family mukbangs. Y'all have to forgive me today. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Why?
I just did.
You were up before me. And that's not, yeah. I don't know why you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, because you was up before me. That's one strike right there.
Yes, it was, it was rough getting up this morning.
Good morning, Monica. I enjoyed our talk this morning. I talk to my sister Monica every morning. I try to. Reese Cup, you were so pretty. She was so pretty.
Yes.
She's so pretty. It's I love putting a face to a name like what we see. And Reese Cup is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
In blogs and fiction. Gorgeous. I mean,
Medina.
You know what it is? These women ain't used to getting compliments and stuff, I think. Because when you tell them that, they be like, for real? Like Monica's beautiful. These girls are beautiful.
Hey, Lynn. Hey, Medina.
They go my girl Medina Joseph.
Yeah.
Now, I love Medina, right? I love her. I even love her even more now that I know what she really, really looks like and sounds like and all that stuff. I love her even more. Right. But I was thinking last night, did you hear what Medina said about us?
Yeah.
She said meeting us was just like meeting
are they grinding tree limbs?
Let me go close to it. They probably are. You see all these damn trees up here?
Sorry, y'all. They're doing something outside. Well, they sound like they're done now. Don't just wait till afterwards. Because that's all it takes is for you to go through the window on the live.
Probably. It can happen. I can see that happening. I'm sorry, y'all. Old house, old windows. Um, yeah, but last night Medina compared us to like meeting Beyonce.
You know what? And it was funny because even Reese, when she came on, she was like,
Yeah.
and we get shocked when people have it's because it's just me and it's just Tramel. So when people do that, even like before we moved up here, we went to a funeral and we were leaving the funeral, and these two ladies grabbed them and said, "Oh my God, we know you." And me and Tramel are looking at each other. She said, "I have my coffee with you every morning on Coffee with the Kings," and we just stood there like in shock that people knew us. So it's like we get that reaction, and like Medina had sent me an email and she asked me a question and she said, "Joseph, I understand if you say no because you're a public figure." In my head, I'm going, technically she's right, but I never viewed I'm Joseph. I don't view myself as a public figure.
We got to be careful with the Beehive because you know they'll come after us, right?
Of course, I don't.
They'll come and get us. You know, the Beehive will send somebody to your house.
About them in either way, form, shape, or fashion. I really
Beehive don't be sending me no emails. Beehive, I'm a Beehive. I'm a part of the Beehive. I'm a part of the Beehive. So, but yeah, you know they'll come after you. What you compare? Your child, they be done came to Medina's house, and
so when you didn't see her comment of how much she paid to see Beyonce before. I don't think they'll come to her house. They're gonna want to know who we are. She said she paid $700 to see Beyonce. Medina, you didn't see that comment the other day when you asked who would pay that much money to sit home and watch Beyonce, and she said she paid $700 to see Beyonce. So I don't think the Beehive will have a problem with her.
That was just for the whole package, right?
No, that $700 ain't even up close where you can grab her head. That's just probably this far back from the stage where you can say, "Hey, she ain't sweating on you for $700." Because I seen those tickets. Those tickets like $2,000-$3,000. So yeah,
you gonna just whiz past that?
I'm gonna just whiz past it because I'm all for it. If you got it like that, do it. I would. Well, not for her, but because I'm not that much of a fan of hers. But if it was Janet Jackson per se, I'd do it. The shade you showed them that I wanted to sell the other day was enough to buy me a front row ticket to a Beyonce or Janet Jackson concert. And that's just a pair of shades. But that's when I had it like that. Now, if I spend that time, now I have to humble myself and go to a kiosk and get shades because I can't do like I used to do.
For $700, I better get a front row seat. And not only a front row seat, Beyonce better do the formation dance with me. She better pull me up on stage. Okay, she better pull me up on stage and do the formation. No matter of fact, not even formation. She got to do Crazy in Love.
I'm just saying, people do it. People do it.
Ooh.
Hey, Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. Wait, let me say hello to everybody because I was sharing this out. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Medina. I said hi to Monica and Reese. Good morning with the Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls.
They love Kings.
Royce, who else? Tracy, Lady C, Queen Foodie, Love Kings, Lynn, all y'all. Good morning. Wow. Medina said $200 in her living room to see Beyonce would be awesomely cheap. You see her comment?
I seen that.
I told you because the actual concert tickets are more than that. $200 to see a Beyonce concert is putting you in the rafters.
Yeah, listen, I used to work in the music industry, so I knew how much tickets would cost back.
Down. Do
from the last time I
use that same energy and do it again.
I stopped working in the music industry. I know how much they were then, but I didn't know that they did $700, Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost our rent.
That's middle in the middle. That ain't even Beyonce sweating on you. It's not. Same thing with Rihanna.
I'm sitting in my head trying to play devil's advocate because You and I both, child. You know us. We used to spend money. We used to spend money. Like when we were working, when we worked, we spent money. We had the best. You know, so I don't judge people when they do that. But damn,
I mean,
I know I wouldn't.
If I
had it, like I would.
I would do it for Rihanna.
I would.
It's just that she ain't.
But a bitch I gotta get some kind of package with that. I gotta get a couple. I gotta get a T-shirt, autograph picture. If I ain't gonna see Beyonce, I gotta get a handwritten note.
$1,000 to go see Prince.
Well, Prince, that's different. That's royalty.
But now it's the same. But you have to understand that to the people nowadays, she is Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yeah. You know, I guess it's whatever it means to you in your life. I mean, because I wouldn't have a problem with that. I've spent.
You see what Medina said? $700 is almost in the nosebleed section. I told you.
Really?
Yes, Beyonce tickets up close is over $3,000. To be like right there in center stage is $4,000 or $5,000, and people pay
for a ticket.
A ticket, and that don't even get you backstage. That just gets you up close.
No meet and greet. No nothing.
No, like the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 tickets are the ones that get you backstage, or at least to the side of the stage.
You mean I got to buy a car?
Basically.
If I buy a car, I can go see
a down payment for the house. A down payment for a house to get that close. $200, you might as well get your little
got bags like that?
And be like this.
Who got bags like that?
Child, they do it.
I'm not even talking about Medea price because Medina. I'm not talking about Medina price. I'm talking about the $7,000.
They will rob Peter to pay Paul to get them tickets.
You would have to save like Jones. You know how much? You know how long we have to save to get?
Why do you think she announced $7,000 so far in advance, so that they can do that, so that they can save the money?
Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And see, if I was rich, if I mean like I was well off, I'd have to think about that. I ain't paying no $7,000 to see.
Good morning, Charlene.
Now, if I was a millionaire where I ain't have to worry about money and stuff like that, yes, by all means, yes.
Love King said he paid $800 for Beyonce and flew to Dallas. So that's not only $800 to see her, but another whatever it was to fly to Dallas.
Would you let me spend that money to go see somebody?
No,
because I really want to go see Erykah Badu.
But she ain't gonna be that much.
No, Erykah Badu seats is about $800 if you want front row. If you want I want to be sitting like right there so I can be singing with Miss Erykah, just singing her songs.
You could sing with her in the $100 seats in the back.
No. I want to be right there.
But you can sing with her in the back.
I want to be right there. I want to smoke a blunt with her and the whole nine. Just me and her, just chilling. How much that gonna cost?
I don't care.
How much that gonna cost?
Probably whatever the highest price ticket is.
That has been my biggest. Well, you know, I have two things on my bucket list when it comes to celebrities that I want to do. I want for Shaq. I would love for Shaq to just grab me by my arms and pick me up and kiss me on my forehead.
Child.
That just don't take. Shaq just can't take off his shoes. Shaq, don't take off his shoes. Yeah, don't take off his shoes. Shaq got some jacked up feet. He can't take off his shoes. But I would love that. That's one of the things on my bucket list. That it used to be for Shantae Moore to sing to me, but I'm past that. The only other thing is Erykah Badu. I would like to do a one-on-one concert with Erykah Badu, like a versus type.
I would love to do.
If you could do a versus with somebody, who would it be?
Scott.
See, I would do Erykah Badu.
I love Jill Scott.
Because we in tune.
I love Erykah too, but I love Jill Scott.
We like Erykah Badu is like she's some of I share some of her principles, like
right. And I'm the same way with Jill Scott. Like I love her music, her songs resonate with me.
Yeah, and just her spirituality.
Like He Loves Me was my song before I even met you, because in my mind I knew I would find the band.
Like the other side of the game for me.
I knew I would find a man like she was singing about, and I always like. And then when they made it a club version.
Yeah, and see, I like, and I'm not saying I don't like Jill Scott because Jill Scott, the thing I love,
if you like one, you gotta like them both.
The two female artists on my list, from my era, are Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. They're right at the top, and that's because their music tells a story. And you know what? I think today's music is not like that. Today's music don't tell no story. It don't tell no story. Like, I mean, Beyonce, you get Lemonade and stuff like that, but it don't tell a story like, remember when Stevie Wonder wrote his Hot in July album? It told a story. Music today, you don't get that. You don't get that with these artists.
You was quiet the whole time. Now you want to carry.
Yeah, that's his MO. I don't even know why you even paying you. I ain't giving him no energy. I don't pay him no mind. Medina, come get your dog. I'm gonna see. You know what? I'm gonna find out Medina's address, and she gonna open up the door, and he gonna be sitting right there,
right in the carrier,
right in the carrier, and going, oh.
And I'm not putting a return address.
You sure?
Because you won't send him back.
Sure nothing. You are not. No, she cannot send him back. No. Medina's husband, I felt so bad for him last night because he was looking in the camera like this.
I'm telling you.
He was like, Medina, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
Medina reminds me of my mother so much. Like, and Tracy Saw. Medina reminds me of my mother so much that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, my mother was just like that.
Jomel, what is your problem?
Just like that.
Come. See, he goes and sits down when I say something. Sit. That's right. Sit it.
You remind me of my mom so much. She had that same bubbly person.
Yes.
Everything that Medina was on camera last night was my mother.
She reminds me of a majority.
And I told her that before. I told her she reminds me of my mother. Like, she does. Like, her whole personality.
You're right. I would love your mother.
My mother was like just like Medina. Tracy can tell you. She in the chat. Medina's whole personality is that of my mother. My mother was the same way. She even told me to say, Joe, come over here and get on camera. Come on, boy, now. Get up off your fat butt and come over here. The people need to see you. That's what she did. That was my mother to the T.
What would you have done? I was thinking about this. I said, what would you have done if she would have been like, get on this camera and came back? All you heard was this little rumbling and stuff like that, and her little tiara off to the side of her head. Because he knocked out like, get off, leave me alone.
You see, Monica? See, Monica, so you see for yourself that we don't be lying.
What?
Because Monica said, wasn't he just asleep? You see for yourself that we don't be lying.
Look,
you saw last night when we got off the live. What did he do? Sit right at my feet.
This is what he wants. We can't do nothing. But the only time me and Joseph get to spend time with one another is when we go out and get in the car. Because he car
performed so bad last night.
And when he get in the car, he act up.
I took him out of the bed. So I made him, because he kept whining like he needed to get off on the floor. So I put him on the floor. He wanted to get back in the bed. I put him in the bed. And now this is like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm already pissed that he woke me up. Then when I put him back in the bed, I said, you know what? I just grabbed him and put him on the floor and said, deal with it. Don't do it no more. Because I guess it's a certain inflection in my voice when he knows he has worked my last nerve. Mm-hmm. So he went under the bed like he normally do when he don't want to sleep on the bed, right up under me and curled up and went to sleep. So I go back to sleep. I'm fine. 5 o'clock in the morning, here he goes again because he feels me and Tramel are too close together in the bed. He is running from side to side around the bed, barking at the top of his lungs because we too close. I pick him up. He just frustrated me because one thing I can't stand is barking. Like, that will drive me insane.
You can't make it up.
And he ran around from Tramel's side barking to the front of the bed barking to my side barking like 4 or 5 times.
3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m.
No, that was at 5.
Yeah.
So I took him and I just picked him up and put him in the bed. What did he do? Crawl in between us, curl up in the ball, and go right to sleep.
And pay it.
I'm like, are you really serious?
Just before we came on, he was on the bed, knocked out on
the bed, sleep.
And now that he see that we paying attention to y'all.
He came on, he was laying by my feet, laying there, knocked out, quiet. And the minute we start talking, boom, he got to act the fool.
Yeah. And it's like, he'd be like, you gonna talk to me. I'm gonna make you either gonna talk to me or I'm gonna make you talk to me. He comes in here, he'll bring my slippers,
Hey, let me
he'll
see
bring
your
Joseph's
transcript.
shoes, he'll bring his toys in here, his bones in here, or then he'll go over there and he'll have something in his mouth, and you'd be like, "What the hell did he get? Where the hell did he get that from?"
Medina, I didn't
He
mean
like to chew
your
up.
message.
He like to chew on cords, like plugged in cords and stuff like that.
I did. I hit Medina by mistake. I'm sorry.
What happened?
She said that was it. I by talking, I must have tapped the thing and it hit her comment, but she said, "Joseph, that's a huge compliment, and I thank you."
Yes, we love you. Yeah,
And you see, my sister co-signed underneath and it said yes, because
Yes.
she know you act just like you remind me so much of my mom.
Yeah. And if you know about something about him and his mother, they were very, very tight, real tight.
Yes, honey. When my mother was my mother would have done everything you did last night. She said, "See, I got on my diamonds." She told somebody one time. Somebody said, "Oh, you have some nice diamonds." She said, "Yes, honey." No, she said, my mother told the woman, "Yes, honey, and they're real. You probably wouldn't know a real diamond if you ever saw one, but now you can tell somebody this is a chocolate." Honey, where you think I get it from? My mother told, because I told my mother.
Is that why you like that?
And guess who she did it to?
Who?
Eddie Mother.
Tracy. What?
She told me, "I'm sure you've never seen a chocolate diamond in your life, but now you can tell somebody you have." I was like,
The
"Ooh."
shade of it all. Ooh, I would have loved my mother-in-law. I'm mad.
Oh, my mother was shady, honey. That's why she's Medina. Like them emails Medina sent out. My mother just would have blurted it out of her mouth. She would have typed it in the chat.
Yeah.
That's how my mother was. That's why I love her. She is so much like my mother. It is scary.
Yeah.
And she's an Aquarian too, but she's just like my mother. Like she is the essence of my mother with that mouth and the whole way she act is my mother to the T.
Yeah. Listen, and you know what, Monica?
You do, Lois.
What? I do what?
No, they said Jomel love his daddies.
No, he is just. I was like y'all, and then we got the nerve to be wanting to get another one.
Hey, Leslie.
We got the nerve to be wanting to get another one. I don't.
Then I am a spoiled.
I've been rethinking.
Who, me or Jomel? Because I know I am.
Yeah, he's spoiled. He's spoiled. He don't act as spoiled. You don't act as spoiled as you used to, though. He's some kind of, I don't know what it is, y'all. He's humble. Joseph, you're a little bit more humble now than you were before.
That's because you
used to be a bitch.
Because you have to understand something. Just like a lot of me rubs off on Tremel, a lot of Tremel rubs off on me. As much as and I hate that. Because like I tell y'all, when I'm around people that are nice and passive, I rub off on them. But at the same token, their niceness and passiveness rubs off on me. And it's like, I always think, well, you know what? Maybe I do overreact, or maybe I should not react this way.
What I used to tell you all the time.
Now, the one thing I'll never do is give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't care. My sister has tried to get me to do that. My grandmother has tried to get me to do that. Tremel tries to get me. I will never.
No, I'll tell you.
It only takes you one time to show me who you
are. No,
I'll
tell you to look at things from both sides of the spectrum.
I'm not looking at it from their side of the spectrum because I could care less why they did what they did.
I just say look at it, review it from both sides of the spectrum, but you can still make the decision that you want to make. I'm just telling you,
my decision is made when they do what they do.
I'm not saying that you're supposed to feel some type of way. You're supposed to feel the same way I feel about the whole situation. I'll just be telling you, look at things from both sides, and then you make your determination.
That won't never happen.
He be like this. That bitch toenails chip.
That won't ever
happen. Her toenail polish chip. She ain't all that. That's him. But you know what? The one thing I can say about Joseph is it always it makes sense. You know how people say make it make sense. Make it make sense. He makes it make sense. And that's why I hate him as a person, because he's always right about situations. Because he'll tell me something. He'll be like, Tremel, I'm telling you, this is how everything is going to go. And it'll go just like that. It's like something that happened last night. I ain't going to even talk about the whole situation because I'm still pissed about shit. But he told me. And he told me like, Tremel, no, Tremel. Tremel, you better stop. I don't even know why you doing. I don't even know why you're doing that, Jamel. And I'm like, and here I am. I'm like, okay, I'm not looking at that like that. I'm just another person having a conversation with another person, and that's it. And we cool, we good.
Hey, positive Mukbang.
Long as we good. Yeah, I tell people that all the time. We good. Long as you don't do no. As soon as I cut the grass and the snake come out, I cut his head off.
See, he wait too long for people to show him who they are. I can think it must.
He does it like in 2.5 seconds. It takes me. I evaluate
a God-given gift, or else it's what I was told by a psychic that I'm highly psychic. I just don't know how to tap into it because I promise you, I can look at somebody and in 5 seconds know if I like them or not. I can tell if I like them or not. I can tell what kind of person they are, and I'm never wrong. And you heard what he said. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong when even my sister, she hates when I do that, and then I end up right. I don't know how I do it. I don't know. It's just always been a thing that I can look at somebody and instantly determine if I like them or not. No, it's you make it make sense. And you make it make sense. You know, so that's why I had to learn how to listen to him and trust what he says. And it was funny to me.
It makes sense.
Because the other day I was talking to my sister. It was like a week ago.
Stop.
And she says, you know, I never listen to you because I'm like, I'm not listening to him. She said, and then when I listen to you, everything works out right. And I said, because I'm telling you, it's just certain things that I know. And if I tell a person that I know, listen, such and so, and do this and do that, and because I'm telling you it's going to work out for you. I don't know how I know, but I just know. And a lot of people, some people realize that when I give them information, they be right. I be right about it. They don't want to admit I'm right, but I'm right. And then there's others like my sister that want to say, I don't never listen to you. I'm not listening. I don't. And she don't. I swear to you, my sister don't. I could tell her to do something.
That's one of my biggest frustrations with Tracy.
I could tell her to do something and she will not do it. Tramel could call her 3 days later and tell her verbatim the same thing I said, and she'll go, okay, I'll try it. What happened? What happened?
Ignore. We still there.
I hope y'all can still see. Here we go.
Sorry.
So, you know. Yeah, Charlene, you have a great day too. Thanks for stopping by.
I mean, we all fall victim to that, but you know, the most important thing is when you get up and you learn from it. That's the one thing about Tracy is that she learns. When she doesn't listen to you, she'd be like, and she'll come to you, and Tracy will come to you honestly, wholeheartedly, and she'll be like, Joseph, you know you was right, Joe. Joe, you was right, Joe. She'll say Joe about 3,000 times by that time. But she'll say, Joe, you was right, Joe. Because Joe, this situation, and such and such and such, Joe. And Joe, she
let me see your transcript says she's like you, because she has to listen to Mad Church Disease, because he's always right.
Let me tell you something. Speaking of Mad Church Disease, I got my life this morning.
Be quiet.
I got my life this morning. Mad Church Disease was talking some. Listen, Mad Church Disease was talking some stuff this morning, last night, that I've been saying for the. Oh God, how long have we been talking about how the structure of the church needs to change and how the black church is going to be the downfall of the black community? How long have we been saying that? And because, and you know what the biggest reason why so many people are saying no is because they don't want to admit the truth. He was talking about parking lot church. He was talking about how before all this happened, the ministers was like, y'all need to get off of Facebook. You need to get off of Instagram, going to internet church. It don't count. But guess who using the internet now? See, who using the internet now to have church?
Said don't use the internet.
Who? Because you know what? And see, this is the thing. In this new day and age, it's about being real. It's about reality. People want to know reality. You can't give them bells and whistles. You can't give them bells and whistles and think that they're going to just say, okay, I'll sign up. I'll sign up for this membership. You can't just do that no more in the church.
You want to get down?
See, because the church is filled with more than just the heterosexual man and woman, the heterosexual couple. It represents more than just heterosexual married couples. It's supposed to recognize everything. See, this is the time when the real ministers This is y'all time to shine. This is y'all time to bring to you to the light what the structure, the new structure of the church is. Ain't no council of ministers no more. There ain't no councils of ministers no more. Ain't no I'm Kojic, I'm Baptist, I'm this, I'm that. Listen, God is to you. I promise you, in this new day and age, people are waking up to who God is and understanding and knowing the real truth about who God is, and realizing that it's not a building. There ain't no damn building. It ain't about paying your tithes. It ain't about being obedient to your pastor. It ain't about being on the pastor's aid. It ain't about being it's not about that structure no more. You can't do that. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. You can't just, I'm not just going to sit in church and every Sunday I'm going to pay my tithes. And this minister sitting up here in a Cadillac.
He coming on at 4.
Sitting in a Cadillac, and I got to catch the bus to church. Hey, come on. I'm not trying to have church here, but I'm having a little bit of church. Mad church disease gave me my life. Listen, y'all need to go on his channel. What was the name of that? Joseph, please look. What was the name of that show he did last night? It was the Christian, something about stepping on our necks.
The one I saw.
No, this is the one I saw this morning.
That wasn't the one I was on yesterday, right? Let me see a transcript.
Well, they need to go and see this one. It's called
it's 5 o'clock our time. He's coming on.
When the church won't take their foot off our necks. Let me tell you something.
That's the one I watched yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Listen, y'all need to go and just watch him. I'm telling you, he be spitting some real stuff.
Yes. And some good stuff.
Yes.
You need to watch
it. Real talk. Listen, it's like
whether it be about church,
we inspire, but he brings you the light.
Because the one I watched yesterday,
oh my God,
he was talking about. I saw the video, the guy that got arrested, and they show how they threw him on the ground and broke his wrist. And he said the same thing like I felt. He was like, the first words out of this black man's mouth when they interviewed him was, "I already forgave them." What are we forgiving people for at this point in our lives?
Yeah, that we talked about.
And we talked about that, and I was like, yes, finally somebody that ain't scared to say the same thing that me and Tramel be saying. Black people forgive everything white people do to them.
Why?
Like it's written in the Bible that we supposed to do that. No, that's why they keep doing what they doing. And like he said, they don't never ask for our forgiveness. We just offer it up. Oh, I forgive them. Oh, I forgive them. Jesus said no.
That's because people take that whole thing out of context, Joseph. Forgiveness ain't for the other person. We say that, right? We say forgiveness ain't for the other person, it's for you, right? But y'all always giving it to the other person. I forgive you. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that from me. And even if I do, you don't deserve to know that.
You shouldn't have did it in the first place.
You don't deserve to know that. If I choose to I'm keeping it to, listen, it's some people that don't deserve to know. The man that went out and murdered your mama don't deserve to know you forgave him. The female that went into your house, to your brother's house, because she was tired. She was tired and killed him in his own house. She don't need to know that my brother forgive you and we forgive you as a family. We forgive you. She don't deserve that. And she damn sure don't deserve for the judge to give her a hug.
Right. Let me see a transcript. That's why I love that live he did yesterday.
Let me tell you something. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, people. Listen. This whole pandemic, this whole thing, listen, this is a restart. This is a restart. See, you don't even realize it. You're doing the work right now by watching us. Because, see, we giving you a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of understanding. We giving you some inspiration, some motivation, especially the motivation. Definitely the motivation. See, this is where the work is being done. You in class right now. Okay? So the question is going to be when everything comes back up, when we're able to go out and about our lives, go back to our regular 9-to-5s, whatever we do, what are you going to do different?
See, you have to unbrainwash yourself from all the years of brainwashing that you got sitting in church.
Yes.
Because it was just a brainwashing mechanism.
That's
I don't care what nobody said.
And that's life.
Yes, God is real. Jesus is real. But the churches that No.
Listen. This is all about
Years
life.
of brainwashing, of teaching you to do what they want you to do. Move the
Do
way
you realize that you
they
have
want
been
you to
mentally
move.
abused all these
Give
years?
them everything you got, and you have nothing. While a preacher is driving around in a Bentley, and you taking mass transit to work,
Yeah.
but he coming to work in a Bentley because he ain't even got to
Yeah.
work because you giving him all your money.
I watched the cutest little woman. She was about 90 years
Jamel,
old.
go.
Cutest woman on YouTube yesterday, and she was talking about how she was a member of the Pastor's Aid, and every Saturday and Wednesday, she dedicating her time. She cooking all this food, and I'm not talking about just no fried chicken. She was cooking collard greens and macaroni and cheese and yams. Come on, black people, y'all know what I'm talking about. She was cooking soul food down at the church, raising all this money for what she thought was for the church. Come to find out, she said one Sunday, she's sitting up in church. She wanted the pastor's aide. She's sitting up in the front. You know how the pastor's aide sitting on the front, on the left side of the church, with the church mother sitting, everybody sitting, all the deaconess and everybody sitting. She said she was sitting there. And here they come. The leader of the pastor's aide talking about, Pastor, here's the keys to your new Cadillac is sitting outside. Not only that, but we also are sending you to the Bahamas for a week. Oh, and we also raise the pastor's aid. This from the pastor's aid team. We also raised $3,000 to the Bahamas. And meanwhile, every Sunday and Wednesday, I'm getting on the bus. I ain't even got money to feed my kids. I'm taking the leftovers from the dinners that we sold at church and bringing them home to feed my kids. And he got all this. And what do I have? I got to get on the bus. And I got to go back home.
Because you supposed to
and wait a minute.
Everything you got.
She said, I got up, and this is a 90-year-old woman. She said, I got up out. She said, I stood up and walked right out that church. And as I was walking out the church, I said, kiss my ass. I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing it. This is when the real ministry happens. This is real ministry. This is the real ministry. You can't just walk up and see. One of the structures of the Church of God in Christ has always been, I want to be like Christ. I want to live like Christ. We want to walk and talk, and we want to live just like them people lived in those days when Christ walked this earth. Guess what? Guess what? In that time, we've had the Roman Empire come down. We've had the Egyptian Empire come down. We've had all these different things. You can't live like that no more. It ain't gonna happen. Listen, I tell Joseph this all the time. You can't go home again.
So
you can't go home again.
First of all, I can't forgive myself for somebody doing something to me that they shouldn't have did to me in the first place. That's number one.
Excuse me.
Number two, I can forgive them and just move on. I don't have to talk to them. I don't have to never say two words to them again because I'm not required by any law or anything that says I have to speak to them or I have to be nice to them or I have to do anything. Because at the end of the day, guess what they shouldn't have did? They're going to sit and say the devil made them do it, but the devil can't make you do what you're not willing to do. I don't have to forgive you. First of all, I don't even have to forgive you. I don't even have to forgive you. If I choose to forgive you, then it's on me, but I don't have to tell somebody I forgive them. I don't have to let nobody know I forgive them. Why would I do that? Let you sit in the same misery you put me in.
And why do I care about with the person and moving on? I don't care about you.
I can care less how they feel.
I can care how less how you feel. I can care less whether or not you move on. I can care less. See, people, we think when we humble ourselves, we supposed to just give ourselves to somebody else. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's not how forgiveness is supposed to work. Forgiveness is supposed to work. Listen.
Forgiveness is I'm not sitting around hating you, but that don't mean I gotta love you either.
And that don't mean I gotta
smile in your face.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that. I have to
to
talk to you. That don't mean that I have to. I'm not. One thing about me, anybody that knows me knows I don't hold grudges.
No, me either.
We can have a knockdown, drag out fight, and I'm over.
And I'm gonna be okay. The next
I'm done. I'm done with it. I said what I had to say. You said what you had to say. We had a fight, or we don't have a fight. Whatever the case may be. I'm over it. I'm not gonna every time I see you bring it up or every time, but that don't mean I'm gonna talk to you either.
Mhm.
That don't mean that if we in the same room, I'm gonna speak to you and I'm gonna be, hey, how you do? No, I'm not. I'm not phony like that.
But let me ask you this. So I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna ask Watson this question because what does me telling the other person that I forgive them? What does me not telling them that have to do with me moving on? See, because I can move on. I can say it.
Well,
I can say it right now.
They can't move on because they don't know.
I can say it to myself.
Mad or not.
I can say it to myself. I forgive them
and move on.
And move on. Why I got to tell them? Why do I have to? Why do I owe it to my abuser or the person that has done me wrong? Why do I owe them that?
That's like telling a woman that was raped. She has to go tell a man that raped her. She forgives him. She can forgive him in her heart and move on with her life.
That's it.
Why does he have to? No, he needs to sit there in that pain. If he starts regretting what he did to her, then he needs to sit in that. And the only person he needs to go to get rid of that for himself is Jesus. Right. He shouldn't have did it in the first place.
And you got to remember, when you're in a space like that, you're not whole. So why are you taking what you have left to fulfill somebody that has abused, to fulfill their wholeness and make them feel whole? Like you canceling out that what they have done. You can cancel it out, but why you need to make them whole? You need to make yourself whole at that time when somebody has done something to you. You got to heal yourself. You got to get over that hurt of whatever that person has done to you. That's a long road right there, depending on what the circumstances is. And just that one simple word can make that person feel whole, and you got to it's going to take you all this time to heal from what that person has done. But you got to make them feel whole,
because once they did it once, they'll do it again.
And all you got to do, you know what you got to do to make them feel whole, is say, I forgive you. And they done moved on. They'd be like, okay, well, the bitch done forgave me. I can go ahead and do it to somebody else. So, hey, I might go back and do it to them.
And that's the problem. And I tell people that all the time. The reason why people do what they do is because y'all accept it and always say, oh, that's just who they are. Well, when they run across me, honey, they get a whole nother story, because I could care less who you are. You won't treat me like you treat everybody else, because I'm not using that excuse.
You get one.
That's it. And done. One and done. I'm not Jesus, honey. And what would Jesus do? He wouldn't do what I would do. Believe that.
Listen.
Because I'm not giving people opportunities to hurt me. Because you let a person hurt you once, they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again.
You disrespect me once, you're going to disrespect me again.
Did you hear Monica this morning? What did she say? She said she kept sitting there letting that man abuse her. And then when she got tired and walked away, what happened? All the abuse stopped. But if Monica was still there, what would she be going through? The same thing over and over and over and over again. Because people will never change when it comes to you. They will change with somebody else because they don't know. Time change, weather change. People do not change, especially when they have a pattern with you. Now, we could date the same person, and they treat me like a dog, and they go to Tremel, and I'm like, oh, I made this man for him, blah, blah, blah. No, he's just not doing to Tremel what he did to me, because he don't know Tremel's reaction yet. Right. But the minute he sees that either Tremel is just as dumb as I was, he going to get the same treatment I got. Ain't nothing going to be different. Yeah. People don't change. They stick to what they know. And people always want to say what they want to say out of their mouth to you, but then when you do it back, it becomes a problem. Now they want to cry, and they become the victim. I'm the wrong person to do that with, because I could care less. Me too. Yeah. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. You can come and tell me you're sorry, and I'll say, okay, because if I'm not sorry, I'm not apologizing.
It all goes down to you get what you give. You get what you give.
I'm not. No, because I watch people do it. I have watched people sit and talk about people in their face, and the minute the other person says something, oh my God, they so destroyed, they so hurt, they so this.
No, you're supposed to be. This is the other thing.
You sat there and told this person all this shit about themselves, but now when it comes to you and somebody else come along and do it to you, you want to cry. You want to sit there.
But this is the other thing.
I can't believe you said I'm fat. But you just told this other chick that she was so fat she couldn't sit in your chairs, and when she did, she broke it. But when somebody come along and tell you fat, it's a problem now. Oh, all of a sudden, let me tell you something. It happened to me, and I'm going to give you the example of what I'm talking about. After the club, this was a while ago when I was hanging out tough. We went to the restaurant. Everybody I'm with is skinny. Tremel size is smaller. So a quote unquote friend who feels he can say whatever he wants out of his mouth to everybody. Everybody's ordering food. I already knew I didn't want to eat like that. So I ordered a Belgian waffle and sausage. So he looks at me, and then when I tell y'all what I did, y'all know how long ago this was. So he looks at me and goes, "Girl, as big as you are, that's all you eating. Why you decided to say that to me? Because you already know my mouth is fierce." So I picked up 2 ashtrays off the table and I put them over my eyes. Instead, if my glasses was this thick, I think it was a little bit of food too. He sits there and cries, tears. I'm sensitive about my glasses. I say, "Bitch, I'm sensitive about my weight." "No, you're not." "How do you know?" Just because I'm not sitting around and act like I have a problem with my weight, I'm not sensitive about it. And I let him sit there and cry. And he's like, "You're not going to apologize?" I said, "For what? Did you apologize to me?" Child, y'all know what I said. F you and F your life. I could care less, because if you ever think you're going to say whatever you want to me and I'm not going to come back with a 1-2 punch, honey, you're crazy. Jomel, you have lost your mind. No.
I don't even want to know.
I don't even. That's why I'm very selective with the friends I have, because they already know.
See, my energy.
You say the wrong thing and I say the right thing, don't be mad, because if you come for me and I didn't send for you, I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm just going to light your ass up. But even more, I'm like, see, for me, it's energy. Listen, you give me bad energy, you don't have to worry about me no more. I'm one of them people. I move. I move on.
Takes time.
I move on. I just move forward. I don't give it no more energy. And I know that sounds cliche, but really, honestly, that's how I do. I don't give it. See, because through therapy, my therapist tells me to take things apart. She's taught me to take things apart, and I guess now I have a habit of doing that. I take things apart, and I decide what's worth my time and what's not worth my time. If it's not worth my time, I just don't give it no more energy. It's like you could be sitting there talking to me and saying, "Well, Tremel this, Tremel that, you did this and you did that," and I'll be sitting there looking at you just like this. And it's affecting me in some type of way, but I'm not letting you know that.
But I agree with Reese Cup too. She said you need to acknowledge it so that you need to acknowledge what the person did so you can actually move on.
Yes.
And I agree with that. I agree. I'm
just not down with you making somebody whole. Listen, the one thing I promise you this, and I want you, any of y'all, when y'all get in the next situation y'all get into, I want you to observe this. Be very observant. Listen, the one thing that you can do to make a person whole is validate them by saying things like, "I forgive you.
It's okay. That's just who you are."
It's okay. Yeah. That's the one thing that you could do, I promise you. And then you be sitting there still broken. And,
still wondering, why did they do this to me? And then they do it again.
Right. And then it's not all about being the bigger person. See, listen, you know what the bigger person is? We're going to talk about the bigger person. Well, I'll be the bigger person. You know what the bigger person is? Being the bigger person is the point prover. Oh, I'm just doing this to prove a point that I'm better than you, that I'm a better person than you, so that I'm going to give you an apology. I'm better than you. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not in their eyes. You think you are. You think when you say "I forgive you," do you think that means something, and that means something to their heart? That's why you do it. That's why you do the shit to the wrong people. Now, listen, I'm not saying that there's some people that have done things you did that you should vocalize that too. But that's a very, very, very rare.
If a person insult me, I'm going to rip them to shreds.
Yeah.
If you kick a pit bull, it don't walk away. It grabs you by the throat and tries to rip out your esophagus. Yes. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't play games with people because I have already been a victim one too many times. Yeah. And I have learned my lesson that the more you let people do to you, the more they will continue to do you. I am not a teacher. I am not Jesus. And I'm not here for none of that.
We need an organ.
You go to a therapist to learn how to control your mouth. Because see, for me, every action is a reaction. I'll never disrespect anybody until I feel they coming for me.
Yeah.
When you send for me, I'm coming for you. Period. That's just how it is. I don't care. That part of me will never change. And it's just never going to change.
Coming from a person that used to be very meek, and I was always told, Tramel, you're so passive. That's why one thing I love about you. You're so passive. Oh, Tramel, you're so passive. I love. That's the one thing you're just a person that can forgive and move on, Tramel.
Let me tell you something, Leo. Miss Michelle Obama missed the mark with me, honey, because if you go low, I'm going lower. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not taking the high road.
And it's not going to change the person that I am. It's not going to change the person that I am.
People do whatever they want to me and say whatever they want to me. I warn people in advance. If
you know what goes on? You know what?
Is I'm gonna light a flame. You're gonna start the fire and I'm gonna blow it up because I'm just not that person.
Think about what going higher has gotten you. Think about what has going. Somebody tell me right now that make that statement. What has going higher? What has that changed you?
I'm not even going to say that you have to retaliate because in my 49 years of living, I have learned that sometimes it's better just to walk away from people and don't give them any kind of reaction. Don't tell them nothing. Don't say nothing. So when I say that, I don't always react to everything. It depends on who we are to each other. Like my friend that I did that to in the restaurant. How dare you? You have come to my house. You have eaten my food. You tried to sit there and embarrass me in front of people and you think I'm not going to get you back? Yes, if you cry, that's your business. Because guess what you shouldn't have did? You shouldn't have tried to come for me. But I don't do that to everybody. Sometimes I just, as much as I be, like there's times that things have happened and Tramel goes, I'm so proud of you. You didn't even say nothing. Because it's just not worth my time and energy. But that don't mean I'm going to smile in your face the next time I see you. Because I am that person that if you speak to me just to stand there and turn my back on you, ignore you like you never said nothing to me.
Right.
Because I'm not playing
games with people. But I'm not
going
to be phony with you.
I'm not being phony and smiling up in their face. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah,
no, I'm not playing nice.
I'm not that.
Don't invite me to your party if you want me to play nice with Jawaka Tima over there, the bitch that stole something about my house and she done did something to me. I'm not.
They expect me to, like my best friend, he used to introduce me to people that he didn't know we even had a run-in. And he'll go, oh, Joe, this is so-and-so, so-and-so, this is my best friend, Joe. And I just completely turn my back on them and ignore them. Because I'm not going to sit and be fake with people. I'm not. I'm just.
You tell her to stay in her lane, and I'm gonna stay in my lane. Just tell the bitch don't mention my name tonight.
Why would I? If I know you don't like me, or I know you have a problem with me.
First of all, yeah, I'm not even gonna be in your same space. I'm not even gonna be in your same space no more.
Now at work, when I was working, I had no problem with people that we didn't like each other, but I have to be cordial for work.
Right.
So if you spoke to me,
outside of that, you ain't got to worry about me.
But we're not going to sit down and have a conversation with people and pretend like everything is okay.
And we're not going to be nice because that's your friend. That's still your friend. We're not going to be nice. We're not going to be in the same space together. That's me. You ain't going to be in the same space. I'm going to make it so. And if you don't make it so, I'm going to make it so I'm never in the same space with you. I wouldn't care if I got an invite to the White House to sit down with the First Lady, Michelle herself. I'm going to make it so we ain't going to never have to run in. You ain't got to worry about me. See, because as far as I'm concerned, after that, as far as I'm concerned, you don't exist to me anymore. And I'm going to make you not exist. And I can't there's only two ways for me to make you not exist. One is kill your ass. We can't do that because I ain't going to jail. Because all this, they try to tore all this up in jail. So I'm not doing that. So the other way for me to make you not exist is to move on, to forgive you without going to you and telling you and moving on with my life. And you're not a part of it anymore. And I'm going to make it. If I don't care what the situation is, we can be in a goddamn bomb shelter. We can be in a bomb shelter, and I'm gonna tell these two bitches just stand in between me because that person don't exist to me. What they say they want.
But one thing you're right, you can forgive a person 70 times 7, but I don't have to let you know that.
Yeah, I don't have to let you know that. I can forgive a person every single time they do something to me.
Well, we're not saying don't forgive somebody.
Right, we're not saying that.
That's not what I'm saying. What we're saying is, just because I forgive you, I don't have to come to you and say, Lawson, I forgive you. I don't have to do that. I can.
That's my choice.
Say, you know what?
That's my choice.
Maybe once.
Don't tell me I'm supposed to do that because I ain't.
Only because I read your comment. So that's the only reason why I'm using you as an example. But I can sit in my mind and say, you know what? Maybe Winston was having a bad day. I ain't dealing with him no more, but I forgive him.
Right.
I don't have to tell you that.
Right.
I don't. But I know that I forgave you. But that don't mean that I have to now still speak to you.
Listen.
Or I have to still. And that's why, honestly, that's why people like me. Because they know where they stand with me. If I don't speak to you, trust me, I ain't dealing with you no more. As long as I'm speaking to you, we ain't got no problems. Listen. We ain't got no issues. We ain't got no problems. Because one thing about me, I am not fake. I'm not fake, and that's fake to me. If I'm sitting back holding on to something an issue that I have, and I'm in your face, hey, how you doing?
But Joseph, here we go.
What you doing today? No.
Here we go. Let's play devil's advocate here. No one understand this. If you are going to forgive, if you're going to vocalize to somebody that you forgive them, understand the gift and the forgiveness. The gift and the forgiveness is that you just gave this person a gift. I just gave you a gift. I just saved your life. I just saved your life because I could have reacted a whole totally different way to this whole situation. So recognize the gift in the forgiveness and in vocalizing that you forgive somebody. That's a gift. If I come to you and I tell you, well, I forgive you for what you did to me, I'm giving you a gift. I'm letting you know that I'm giving you something that's more than just being tangible. I'm giving you the gift of letting you know that I forgive you. That's the gift. See, that's the whole thing. See, because people need to recognize that.
But it may be recognize that. But in what essence of what he said, it may be somebody that you do want to go to,
right? Because
you don't want them to sit there with that I don't want to say energy, but energy,
that spirit or that energy of thinking
of guilt,
right?
And you want to say, you know what? It's fine.
Let me take this person out their misery and say, this is what I'm going to do. That's fine.
Right.
But you got to recognize
that you can't do that with everybody.
You can't do that
because everybody don't have your best interest at heart.
No, you can't do it and come back with something, with nothing. You can't give that forgiveness and vocalize that forgiveness without getting something back from it. And I'm not just saying that for the person to acknowledge it or anything. I'm talking about within yourself. Within yourself, after you said to this person, I forgive you, what does it do for you? What is it worth for you? What is it worth? Did it take away from your worth? Or did you gain something from that? Did you gain knowledge? What did you gain from all that vocalizing that forgiveness? What did you walk away with?
Like that whole court scene with Bob from Gene Family. I was sitting here and I wanted to go through that screen, that TV, and snatch all of them. I forgive you for killing my brother. Child, she would have sat in jail and he could forgive her. He could forgive her on his own time, in his own mind, somewhere far away from her. But all you did was give her the right to go kill somebody else, kill another black man, and think that another black person is going to give her the same forgiveness because we're stupid, because that's what they taught the slaves. Forgive your slave master for beating you.
Right. Listen, my nephew was killed in a store robbery, face blown off. And the boy that's sitting in jail right now for it, ain't never said, he ain't never apologized, he ain't never said nothing.
Right, Reese Cup.
Listen, I ain't even gonna tell you how I feel about that whole situation because he might watch this one day. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned if he know how I feel. I'll be damned how he know how I feel today. I'll be damned.
Monica, right? People tell you they forgive you, then they really don't. Yeah. They just saying it because it's
good. And then when you do forgive, be sincere. If you say you doing it, you want to move on and all that, I'm gonna go move on. I forgive you, Joseph. I'm gonna move on from this. Then be that. Be that. My father always told me, and that's why I'm glad I'm old school. I'm glad that I grew up in the day and age in which I grew up in. My father always told me your name and your respect should mean everything to you.
If you're gonna forgive, forgive. But see, I know me. I'll be sitting doing something and I'll think about what you did, and I'll get mad all over again, like it just happened.
Yeah. See, so if I don't forgive you, if I don't sincerely forgive you, you got to be gone.
That I feel wronged me. That can't happen because I'll sit and think about it like it just happened, and I'll be sitting there mad, and then I'm gonna react to something they did months ago that I claim I forgave them, and bang, it's in my face again, and I'm like, what do I do now? So for me to just remove myself, and my sister tell you, because she got mad at me one time. She said, you could be having good people in your life and you just get rid of everybody because it only take me one time to see the person that you are. Don't blame the devil.
Don't blame nobody.
Don't blame nobody but yourself. Because once you show me who you are, Maya Angelou said that.
I say thank you.
Maya Angelou said that.
I do. I say thank you. Thank you very much for showing me the person you are. Now I know. Bitch, I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Miss say, girl. Miss say, I see you, girl. And now, y'all.
So yes, forgive them and move on with your life.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Because I'm the first one. I ain't holding grudges. That I'm not doing. I'm not. But that don't mean I gotta sit and smile in your face like I did before. That don't mean we're gonna be cool like we was before. That don't mean nothing. That just means that I'm moving on.
We're moving on from this.
I really don't want to talk, but if I'm not gonna hold conversations with them like that. I'm just not. It's just anything that seems fake to me, I don't want no parts of.
Yeah, but now
if I tell you I forgive you, or I forgive you in my head, and we start having conversations, and I'm just like, because honestly, I'm okay with what happened because I felt it was petty, and I'm being petty because there's some times where I feel, you know what, you just being petty. So forgive them and move on. Then there's nothing really for us to discuss about what happened because I feel I'm being petty. So let me just forgive it and move on and go on, and we can still be the same way because I'm not going to come to you and be mad. There's people that don't even know I don't like them. I'm not going to be mean to them. I'm not going to be nasty to them because they really never did anything to me. I just saw how they were treating other people. And I'm like, oh, bitch, you won't get the opportunity to do that to me because, child, you ain't never ready for this. And what am I going to be mean to them for? I'll speak to them. Hey, how you doing?
You know it has broken up.
Keep it moving.
You know it has broken up potentially some of the greatest relationships and friendships. Misunderstandings. Because people only hear what they want to hear. They only hear what they want to hear, and some you could say you could say a whole sentence and somebody will get just one word out of that whole sentence that you said.
And see, when we argue, that's why I don't try to have a constructive argument with Jamel until he calms down.
Yeah, it don't work. It don't work angry, for us.
He only hears what he wants to hear.
Yeah, but
he understands what I'm saying because if he wasn't mad, he totally gets what I'll be saying. So I've learned. I said, you know what? All I'm gonna do is frustrate myself, and all he's gonna do is hear the parts that he wants to hear that to make him more angry.
And cuss you out like a sail on leave.
So let me just sit here and let him have his tangent. And let him do his thing. And, he pokes the bear. And he'll get a response from me. But it ain't going to be a constructive response. It's going to be an angry response because I'm angry too now. But to have a constructive conversation with him, I know we both need to calm down. And once he's calm, and he'll come to me when he's calm, and he'll come and he'll start talking and have a decent conversation. We'll iron things out. We'll work out whatever was wrong. And that's that.
But when it started clicking in for me with you, I remember this is going to be a funny story. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. We had last year, we had Joseph a birthday party, and I called it his baby shower. Remember the baby shower? Remember having that baby shower at the end? When before we went to bed that night? Joseph cussed me out. Like he had never cursed me out before. I mean, he was sitting there cursing me out. He was like, you the one that gave this party for me, and now you want to get you want to get up and help me clean up. And I'm sitting there, y'all, and I'm drunk. I'm drunk as Cooter Brown, and I'm sitting there just like this. That was the first time I ever turned around what he does to me. I turned it around on him. I sat there and I listened to every single thing he said. And the more I sat there and didn't give him no energy, the madder he got. He got mad at me. I mean, I thought he was going to punch me in my face. But that's when I got it. I was like, you know what?
Turned around what he does to me, I turn it around.
I was like, you know what? I get it. I get it. It's misunderstanding. No. Most of our arguments are big misunderstandings, or because I only hear what I want to hear. All I hear is you crazy. Yo, who you calling crazy?
You are crazy. I'll show you crazy.
He say, stop yelling. I ain't yelling. Then I start yelling.
And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you. Because I can do what I want.
Don't be telling me what to do.
See?
You finished? Hell no, I ain't finished talking. Don't say nothing. Can I speak now? No, you can't speak. No, you can't speak. You can't speak. And whatever you say, it don't mean nothing to me. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Go in the room, go in the studio, slam the door, bam. Oh, he gonna act like he didn't hear me slam this door.
Yeah, because he wasn't reacting.
Oh, he act like he didn't hear me slam this door, so I come out and slam the door again. Oh, hey man, you gonna act like he act like I ain't just slammed this door? Oh, we that's how we doing it today. That's how we doing it today. Okay, then ain't nobody gonna get no rest today. Ain't nobody gonna be laying down. Ain't everybody gonna be on their feet, on their toes. So I go out in the hallway and go to the room that he in and slam the door.
Yep, and I don't react. So now he's even more mad.
It happens every time. Happens every time, but it comes to time we have to change cycles. So, when people ask us, you gotta fight a lot. No, we don't.
We really don't.
We don't. He'll look at me. He don't even say, "Are you finished?" no more. He don't even say, "Well, can I speak?" no more. He just turn around and grab Jomel out of harm's way.
All right, come on, Jomel.
And go downstairs into his space. Just like last night when we got off the line. He was sitting here threatening to hit me in the eye. He was threatening to take the icing. I'm getting ready to tell him. He was threatening to take the icing.
Dip his glasses in
the icing and put it on put my glasses back on. Right. But before he did that, I was telling him to get out. Get out. Get out my room. This is my space. Get out. And he was like, Joseph was looking at me like, get out, take your little mangy dog with you.
That's what he said.
But see, that's the dynamic that we have now. We have that dynamic where we could just talk to each other. We can say whatever. Me and Joseph say just about anything we want to say to each other. But we don't get in our feelings about certain things because we know what place it comes from. That's about just knowing who that person is. That's like when y'all saw them interviews that we did the other day when we was talking, when we were individually reflecting on our marriage and how it was 2 years ago when we got married. I didn't know that what he said in his reflection, and he didn't know what I said in my reflection. But then when we looked at each other's reflection, it was the same.
It was kind of shocking.
Said the same way.
It was kind of shocking that we basically kind of said the same things about each other, just in a different way.
Yeah.
But it also makes you kind of happy at the same time.
Because you be like, I'm like, Joseph, I'm like.
At that point, you feel the same way about each other.
We here. The Wonder Twins. We here. We here with our shit. And then now, for real. Because I'm like Xena Warrior Princess now. What he saying, car conversations. He Wonder Woman, I'm Xena. Xena Warrior Princess. Mm-hmm. It be like that. We just have an alliance. Me and my husband, we got an alliance. Listen, you mess with one, you got to mess with both of us. For real. Honestly, for real. I'm sure once in a Leo will tell you the same thing. When it all comes down to it, don't do that. Don't do that, bitch, don't do that. Don't get your ass whooped up in this store messing with my husband who's 6 feet tall, 6'3", and much bigger than I am. Don't think that I won't jump up on top of your neck and start beating on your head just like this for this right here. Don't think. That's what marriage is all about. And that's what friendship is all about too. You know, if you really my friend, that we don't have to make assumptions and have misunderstandings. You really my friend. We can have a conversation with each other, and I can be critical of anything of you. I can be critical of, and we can have and if I've said something or if I've done something wrong to you, then we can move forward from that, and we can see real friendship. That's what you do. You move forward from things like that. Like right. You move forward from stuff like that.
Like with Antoine that came on last night.
Right, you and Antoine, yeah.
Somebody told me something about him. They told him something about me. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I told y'all I'm not fake. When Antoine was in my presence, I had nothing to say to him. I had everything to say, but I had nothing to say at that moment because of the setting we were in.
Right.
And I wasn't going to turn that setting out like that.
Right.
And he was ready for me, too. So he finally said to me, do we need to talk? Is this? Yes, we do. And because we were friends, we were able to stand there and have a conversation like two grown-ass men and figure out what was going on and what was being said and what wasn't being said and things of that nature. And we have no problem. Mm-hmm.
That's because you got to stop saying it and do it.
We have no problem.
You got to stop.
That's it right there in a nutshell. People act like they're scared to confront each other. Mm-hmm. When in actuality, if you don't come with a combative attitude, if you come with a attitude of understanding as opposed to wanting to be combative, if both of y'all come being combative, nothing's going to happen because both of y'all are going to be on alert.
Positive.
Both of y'all are going to be ready for the fight. When in actuality, it probably doesn't have to be that. But if you attack me verbally, I'm going to attack you verbally, and it's going to just go back and forth. But if we come to each other and say, listen, what really happened? What really going on? We cool, so why are we going through this and this, that, and the third? What did you mean when you said, or you asked me, what did you mean when you said? We can come to some kind of agreement in middle ground where it ain't even necessary to forgive each other.
See, but most people look at it from the attitude standpoint, like the way in which you're saying it.
It's way in which if you come to me and say, Joe, let's have a conversation. I'm upset because we're supposed to be friends, and you said this, that, and the third.
Right.
I want to understand why you said that.
Right.
As opposed to me, you said that, blah, blah. Because, see, when you come at me like that, all ration is gone.
Yeah.
Because now you gonna
get choked, you might get stabbed, you might get shot.
I might I said what I said.
Why it ain't got to be all this. See,
because you coming at me in attack mode. So my reaction is to attack back. Mm-hmm. It's not to stand there and have a decent conversation with you. Right. Because you all, you said it. Da. So, yeah, I said what I said. And what you going to do about it?
Yeah, see.
Because that's going to be my reaction.
Yeah.
As opposed to you coming and saying,
I'm going to do the mature thing. And I'm going to have a conversation. But when you get with the person, you be like, bitch, put some Vaseline on and bring your ass
because
outside.
That's how you come when you
can't come with that. You can't come with that.
No.
If you say you're gonna be rational, you're gonna be adult about it.
Now,
if
be rational, be adult about it. And start acting like that, that's a whole different story. But I don't know many people that if you come to them calmly and nicely and say, "Let's have a discussion," that's gonna turn up to 100 for no reason, unless they just really don't like you and they wanted that confrontation to begin with.
Yeah.
Most people that are your friends are not going to turn up on you like that for no reason. Mm-hmm. So if my thing is, it's all an approach. It's all how you do things with people. Because if you come in a person in attack mode, they're going into attack mode. Yeah. If you come in a person from a place of we're friends, why are we doing this? Right. I honestly, if a person is your friend, I don't see them attacking you.
Right.
Like, well, I did it because I don't see that. Right. Or is something underlying underneath it that you yourself don't even know about while they're sitting there with all that attitude, especially when you didn't come to them with that attitude.
Right. And 90% of misunderstandings in friendships and relationships are about point proving. Let me tell y'all about point proving. World ain't got no time for point proving. You know how many men in jail right now? You know how many little young brothers, young G's in jail right now for trying to prove a point? They go and shoot. Oh, he shot my friend. So I'm gonna go shoot him. I'm gonna show everybody in the whole neighborhood my ass and my wings, and that I'm the baddest person. Don't mess with me. I got to show everybody that. Everybody. So you go. He done went off and killed somebody. Proving a point. His whole life is over with. He in jail for life. You in jail for life. For point proving. because you want to prove that you was the baddest person and that you wanted everybody to fear you. You in jail now. Your life is over with. That's what point proving gets you. Point proving gets you stuff like, oh, I forgive you, but I really don't forgive your ass, and I'm going to make your life miserable. I'm just going to be very, very low key about it. That's what that means. That's what that means. Listen, y'all, why? I ask you why, and I want you to ask yourself why. Everybody in this chat, why do you watch us? You watch us. Why do you watch us? We see the comments. We love your realness. Be real in your goddamn own life. Be real in your own life and face whatever it is you need to face in your own life. Confront what it is that you need to confront your whole life in your life. And if you're gonna do something, then do it. Then do it. If you're gonna be positive about it, be positive about it. If you're gonna be negative about it, then go seek some counseling or something like that. I wouldn't say go be negative about it, but be whatever it is. Own it. Own your shit, right? Own it. And be that, and then move on from it. Listen, when you do something to me, you take something away. Listen, don't take away from me. Don't take something away from me you can't get back. Some things you can't get back. That's how the forgiveness works. Y'all know how that works, okay? But stand on your words, stand on your name, stand on your respect. You want somebody to put some respect on it, then you got to respect. Respect ain't about bowing down. That's not what respect is. Real respect is not about bowing down to somebody. You can respect somebody and just be respectful of them. You ain't got to bow down to them to let them know you respect them. Every man, every human on the planet deserves respect, but only when it's given.
Somebody ignoring you could be respect because you don't know what they'll say out of their mouth if they do acknowledge.
Let me tell you something. My pastor told me, you know, me and my mother, we not speaking. We don't speak to each other. We're not in each other's lives. We don't have a relationship. But what my pastor put in perspective for me was this. I told him, I said, you know what, but Pastor, you know, the Bible says you're supposed to honor your mother and your father. The pastor said, you are honoring her by not being a part of her life right now. Because if you was a part of her life, you'd be sitting up there cussing her ass out. You'd be sitting there treating your mother bad. You'd be doing all these horrible things to your mother. So you're honoring her by not being a part of her life right now because you're not giving her that energy. I'm not giving my mama that energy. I love my mother. I ain't giving her that energy. I ain't never disrespected my mother a day in her life, in my life. Why am I gonna start now just because I'm mad? That don't give me carte blanche to just be disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So, and I know that I would be all that. I know that I would be all that. You know what I'm saying? You honoring a person. You want to give honor to somebody. You honoring that person by just not being a part of your life. See, because things could get worse. Then what? It comes to misunderstandings and point proving. Stop trying to prove a point. What's your point proving at the end of the day? What? What do it do? The same thing I say about forgiveness. Same thing I say about vengeance. Being vengeful. At the end of the day, how much gratification does that vengeance give you? How does that validate you? So why do you do it? Why do you do it? There has to be a purpose for everything that you do in life. It has to be a purpose for it. If there's no purpose for it, don't serve no purpose, then what? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and y'all, we ain't got no time. But we ran out of time today because we gotta get off of here. We got things to do. Mm-hmm. So y'all, let's continue this conversation. Let's continue it in the comments, or send us an email. Q&A night is coming. We still waiting for questions for Q&A night. So y'all, let's start having these conversations
from last week.
Yeah, so let's start having these conversations. See, because the anniversary, all the bells and whistles and the party and all that stuff was over. We thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning into our anniversary special yesterday. We got a lot of views. Mm-hmm. Jesus, we got a lot of views, and we had some really good people watching. I wish you guys would come out the bushes and talk with us and engage with us. I would love to, open up the line sometimes to you guys for you to have your say about things. This ain't about y'all being fans of the McRae Kingz. We just like y'all. We just ordinary people. and we bleed and we do the same things that y'all do. There ain't no celebrity in this. We are the McRae Kingz. That's it. But collectively, we're here to motivate you. We're here to give you some inspiration and some understanding on some things. We're here to have a conversation with you. Some conversations that you're not able to have with your spouse or with one of your friends or something. Or sometimes you might need advice. You can send us a message. We'll answer your questions. That's what we're here for. Y'all want to have another party? We can have another party. We can have a party every month. Speaking of that, guys, I'm going to put something on the community wall because Joseph and we do want to start a Patreon account. But with that being said, and us starting a Patreon account, we really want to give something back to you. So we want to know, because I'm working on a gift set. I want to do a gift set for women and a gift set for men that we can either do monthly or annually, where we send out all our subscribers a nice gift set. What do you guys like? Send us some emails. Gmail us at TheMcRaeKingzCorner@gmail.com. We want to know what type of little things that you like. If you got a gift box from the McRae Kingz, what would you like to see? Do you want a coffee mug? Do you like our t-shirts? Do you want a baseball cap? Do you want some for the ladies? You want some body butter? What is it? See, because I don't like asking people to contribute to a platform and not getting anything back from it. See, everything should have its worth, and so that's what I'm asking you. So in the comment section or sending us an email, I want to know what you want. Because this is our kingdom. This is our kingdom here. When you sit at the round table, this is our kingdom. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you want. What are your expectations of the McRae Kingz? How we want to know why do you hold us so highly to where you hold us? Y'all can sit there, you can make suggestions, but you can't make changes because you ain't gonna change this. Can't change this. We just genuine and we try to be as real as possible, and that's it. This is just who we are. But know that we
you
think
heard
about
what Pastor said last night. We're the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, we are. We are the voice of the voiceless. And listen, you have a voice here. You have a voice here. You could say I am a voice in this world, and I deserve to be heard because you do. Not just us. That's what this platform is all about. Us engaging with one another. You say you love me. You say you love us. You for the McRae Kingz. Hey, we like to hear that too. And listen, we ain't doing this just for the sake of just being on camera or gaining anything from it. We'll engage with you. Send us a message. We respond back. Well, Joseph respond back when it's a need for me to respond back. I do respond back because Joseph, he reads everything to me. But
I'll tell him somebody sent you a message.
Yeah.
And he'd still be typing a response, so I asked him how he want me to respond.
Yeah, remember, y'all, I'm 52 years old. Listen, it takes me about 3 hours to do one text message. I'm still not trusting the little dictation thing, so. But, you know what I'm saying? We're here, guys. Make sure you're following us on every all social media platforms.
Some of you used the email already. Email us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Keep the words of encouragement coming. Keep telling us how we're inspiring you.
Yeah, but that's why I've been
telling us that.
Yeah,
inspires us.
Yeah, it does. But that's why I've been asking you guys for your donations, your $5 and $10 donations. That will go towards the structure of our Patreon. If we decide to set up a Patreon, we haven't made a decision to do that yet. We haven't made a decision on whether we're going to do membership and all that other stuff. Listen,
Michael says he watches us because we have class.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know sometimes I can be a little ratchet, but I call myself classy, ratchet.
And I know sometimes I could be a little bougie ghetto.
Yeah.
Because we know I'm bougie.
Yeah.
Sometimes I let the ghetto come out.
I like that. I like that people get us because we like to do things with class and decorum. And we ain't like every couple. We ain't gonna be like every gay couple that you see. We not gonna be that. We gonna be who we are. And if you can appreciate that, then by all means, tune in when we come on. you know. And if we don't, you know, it's okay for you to walk away. It's fine. We're gonna be all right. All of us gonna be all right, and we hope you're all right too. No love lost, you know. We very the blessing is we very seldom get dislikes, like a thumbs down on our videos and stuff like
We
that.
did last night, 3 of them.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mhm.
wow. That's shocking to me. But I don't get in my feelings about stuff like this. Like it's okay.
I mean, it's fine.
It's okay.
And on that note, before I say something that'll get me in trouble,
Yeah, don't get in trouble, Joseph.
make sure you follow us on
We'll
all
be on here
social
for
media
another hour.
platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. Our name is the same on all of our platforms. If you're interested, take a look at the McRae Kingz merchandise. The link is in the description
Yes.
box. There's some other links in the description box as well. Our P.O. box is there. Make sure you follow MJ&J Family Mukbangs. Her link is in the description box. On July 24th, there will be a panel with MJ&J Family Mukbangs, Tremel and myself, and Blogs and Fiction will be hosting.
And for advertising, you can also
yes, if you want
Yes,
to
so this-
advertise with us, just email us. The email is in the description box. It's TheMcRaeKingzCorner@gmail.com. And we have no problem with doing your advertisements as well.
Yes.
And everything you need other than our phone number is in the description box.
Yeah, everything is in the description box. And also, guys, we're still outside of this. We still do our motivational
And
seminars. We still do our public speaking, our public appearances. If you're interested, please send us an email. We have open space all for 2021.
We are wedding officiators, so if you're getting married and you need someone to marry us, you need not us.
Even if you want us to do
you.
something virtual, then send us an
But
email.
that'll be hard because we can't sign the papers.
What?
We got to sign the papers.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
How? If we do it virtual, they're gonna have to mail us the papers.
Okay.
And we have to sign them.
They have to mail it to us
back.
in a timely fashion, so we can get
That's
it.
true.
You know, but we do virtual stuff too. So if anybody is interested in for us to be on their panel, whatever it is.
We were positive Mukbang and saying,
What?
scroll up.
Oh, I love a little clashy. Yes, classy, bougie, ratchet. That's my girl, Meg Thee Stallion. That's child. Meg Thee Stallion is not a butch queen in drag.
Bye, Love Kings.
But yes, and Love Kingz, them dishes out.
I'm so mad right now because I would plan on be eating my dinner
No,
on those.
we're
nights.
getting now what we're doing is we talked about this last night. That dish set that you sent
I have
us
to match my dining room set to it.
That is like
The catalyst for whatever the dining room
whatever
set
the dining room
looks
is going to look like. It's going to be based on that. Those dishes are beautiful.
I love them.
Beautiful. I want to keep the broke ones.
And we still have to, like I said, we still getting gifts.
Yeah,
I
we're going
know
to the
there's
post
a lot.
office
We're
today.
going to go to the post office today. We got to go to post office all the way through Monday.
Yeah.
So as they come, I'm not going to promise I'm not going to open it as I get it, but I will show you.
Yeah.
On tomorrow or the day after that.
Thank you guys for blessing us for the money. Yes. Hey.
Yes, thank you guys.
We got some
for
blessings.
everything.
We got a lot of financial blessing yesterday that we probably gonna put it back into the chair. You taking me somewhere next year for our anniversary.
That was the plan this time.
Yeah, well,
because of the corona.
Yeah, but I want to go somewhere.
But anyway, yo, we appreciate you. Thank you for always coming, and please make sure you make it the best day possible.
Yes.
Only you can do that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and as we always say,
make it. Let's see. Walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all that other good stuff.
And it's Team McRae.
All damn day.
Later, y'all.
Have a good day.